Hey, what's up guys? This is Balla24 bringing you another Black Ops gameplay, and this time I'm playing some Domination on Havana. And if my voice sounds a little off, or if I, have to clear my throat or something like that during this commentary, I apologize. I've been sick the last couple days with a cold or something, I guess, and it's really, I'm still starting to get over it. I'm still getting better. So hopefully my voice doesn't sound too bad right now, but I wanted to get a commentary up for you guys, get another video up for you guys to enjoy. And for this one, it was a topic that I started thinking about the last couple days. And what this topic was that I have been playing a bunch of different game modes lately. I have been playing more of a variety of game modes. Normally, I usually stick to like Team Deathmatch and Domination, but lately, I just decided to try something new, try some new game modes, try and get some more gameplays. And it really got me thinking, which game mode is the best? And obviously, most of this could be, personal opinion. Most of this will be personal opinion because every person likes different game modes for different reasons. And I essentially wanted to go down the list, or not necessarily down the list, but at least talk about the game modes that I play the most and why I play them. And I'm curious to think what game modes you guys play, what game modes you enjoy as well, and why. And obviously I'll start off with Domination, since this is a Domination gameplay. As you can see at the beginning of this game, especially when I'm sniping, I tend to start off pretty slow. I start games fairly slow, and it takes me a while to really get a rhythm. But as you'll see later in the game, I get in more of a rhythm, and I start hitting my shots, I start getting on some streaks. And Domination is essentially the perfect length of a game in order to do that. The average Domination game will run between, 8 to 11 minutes, somewhere around there. And that is just the perfect length of a game in order to really get into a streak, get into a rhythm with a sniper, at least for me. Because like I said, I do tend to start slow sometimes, and it does tend to take me a while to really get warm and really get my rhythm going, really start hitting some shots. And so it's something that is really fun. I mean, I didn't really start playing Domination until I started playing with more of a party. Just because of the simple fact that if you don't have a party in Domination, it's really hard to get people to go cap flags and play the objective. If you're just playing with a bunch of randoms, I've noticed that it is much more difficult to do well in Domination because people don't really go to play the objective. They just try to get kills, or they hide in buildings, or whatever else it may be. But unless you have a team, it is really hard sometimes to win Domination games, or really any objective-based games, because randoms usually don't do the trick. They really don't defend flags, they don't cap flags, they're afraid to jump on them, they don't want to die, whatever reason it may be. And so it's something that I didn't start playing until the last couple months, when I started playing with the team more often. And off to the next game mode. Obviously I talked about Domination a little bit. I want to talk about the game mode that really got me playing Call of Duty. It is probably still my favorite game mode to date. And to be perfectly honest, it'll probably always be my favorite game mode. And it's Team Deathmatch. And the reason I like it is just because it's so simple. I mean, it's up to 75 kills as a team, and that's it. That is the only rule. You don't have to cap flags, you don't have to plant or defuse bombs, you don't have to do anything like that. You just kill the other team 75 times, and that's it. It is very simple, and I love the simplicity of it, because it's something that you can play by yourself, and you can be successful playing Team Deathmatch by yourself. Now, obviously it is a little bit harder in Black Ops, but it is still possible. I mean, you can be a one-man team and go, 30-2, 35-5, whatever it may be, and you can single-handedly carry your own team to a win. And it's something that, even though you do have a team, you can still do well as an individual, and it'll make a difference. And it's one of the few team-based game modes that the individual really does shine, because like I said, you can do very well on your own and really help your team, but you can also do very bad and really hurt your team. I mean, I said, you know, if you go 35-5, that's great. That is helping your team drastically. But on the same sense, if you go like 2-12, you're severely hurting your team because you are costing them 10 more points that the other team would not have gotten. And so it's really hard sometimes in team deathmatch. If, like, obviously you can play with randoms and you can still do well. But if you're playing with people that have no skill or very little skill, it becomes much more difficult because of that issue. And in the end, you still can do well by yourself, but it is harder. Now, probably my next favorite game mode, although it's really kind of a love-hate relationship with it, is Search and Destroy. And it's, like I said, it's a love-hate relationship because sometimes it is one of the most fun game modes and I absolutely love playing it. And that's when essentially I'm doing well, when I'm able to pick campers out of their spots, when I'm able to, you know, predict where the other team is going to go. But that's really hard because Search and Destroy is an incredibly camper friendly game mode. It is, I don't want to say centered around camping, but it encourages it because of the fact that it is only one life per round, and if you die you have to wait until the next round. And so nobody wants to sit out an entire round while they just watch their teammates, so they try and hide and camp and make their lives last as long as possible. And that is what encourages the camping in Search and Destroy. And it can be, like I said, it can be incredibly frustrating. But if you do well, if you have a team that is playing well, or even if you are just an amazing player by yourself, you can destroy teams in Search and Destroy, and it can be an incredibly satisfying feeling to single-handedly beat a team in Search and Destroy by going, you know, 15-3 or whatever else your score may be. That is an extremely satisfying feeling because you just ran over the other team, and it is a ton of fun. And adding to the fun of Search and Destroy, like I said, is the fact that you only have that one life. So it is incredibly nerve-wracking, it's incredibly time-consuming, it's incredibly taxing. And you really have to be on your toes at all times and really focus. Because if you don't focus, odds are you will die in Search and Destroy. It's that simple. And probably the last game mode that I don't have too much to say about, I mean, I'll play it on occasion, is Demolition. Demolition has a really bad reputation, to be honest, because especially as a sniper, Demolition has a bad reputation because people now are really starting to look down on Demolition feeds because of the set spawns. But for the most part, it's a very hectic game mode centered around 2 bomb sites, and it's usually just non-stop action. And that's what's fun about it, because there's always something going on in a Demolition game. There's always something happening, whether you need to go get kills, lock a team in their spawn, or plant or defuse a bomb. So again, guys, I'm out of time. Really hope you guys enjoyed. Please add some more to this discussion. This is Baller24, and I'm out.